Hi guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. As you can see, the sun has risen here, so it's absolutely madness at the moment. I apologise about the lighting. I'm still sat here in front of the television. And yeah, Manchester United have beaten AC Milan 9-8 on penalties. 9-8 on penalties. What an absolute roller coaster of a penalty shootout that was, ladies and gentlemen. It was absolute madness. I thought it was all over when Joe Pereira stepped up to win it. He missed. Pepe Reina stepped up, scored. It kept going. It eventually went around, so we did a lap of the penalty takers. Pereira stepped up again. It was madness. Absolute madness. But the important thing was for Manchester United that it was a decent performance today, and it was a decent outing in the pre-season friendly, the first in the International Champions Cup against AC Milan. We've got 2 more games left in America, and I thought it was a very, very good outing. Today we're going to talk about 3 points from the game, 1 being Alexis Sanchez, the other being Andreas Pereira, and 3, what we can take from this game. So let's start with Alexis Sanchez. Remember, I'm going to dive into your comments as well very, very soon. So make sure you're keeping your comments coming in too. But anyway, let's talk about Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez was instrumental for Manchester United today. He was my man of the match today as well. I thought he performed fantastically well. And there's still a lot more to come from him. He's still going to get sharper. He's still going to get his eye for a goal even more. But I thought he took his goal fantastically well. The goal itself was well worked. Lee Grant fired the ball from a goal kick. McTominay won the flick on, well in the air. And then the ball was flicked on beautifully by Juan Mata. Over the top, beat the defender who came out for the second ball. Alexis Sanchez threw on goal. Fantastic touch to take it under his control. And then bent it round the goalkeeper, Donnarumma, to make it 1-0 to Manchester United. Fantastic performance from Sanchez. And we're seeing what we knew we would. The benefit of a rest, the benefit of no international football this summer for the first time in a long time, and the benefit of a pre-season. He's getting all of that. We've still got 3 games to go. There's still more to come from him. But you're seeing the energy in him. You're seeing him buzzing around the pitch. You're seeing the way he's playing. And what else was impressed by him today was as well the fact that he held his line. I've been frustrated by some of Sanchez's performances when he drops deep, drops to the halfway line, drops far too deep at times. And we saw that in the last pre-season game as well against San Jose. But today when we needed him to, and we needed him to lead the line, he did exactly that. He dropped deep at times too, but he was leading the line fantastically well. He was working those defenders, running the channels, running in behind them. They couldn't handle him at times today. So I thought Sanchez was fantastic. As the game went on, in the later 30 minutes, you could see that he obviously tired. He hasn't got that match fitness. He only had 1 pre-season game before this. But today was a very, very good performance by Alexis Sanchez. So that was pleasing to see as well. And hopefully he can continue that in this pre-season tournament and into the Premier League campaign as well. Big player for us this season. Especially at the start of the season with Lukaku, Pogba, etc. All returning late. Rashford as well. Returning late from their World Cup exerts. So we're going to need the likes of Alexis Sanchez, the likes of Juan Mata, who was also very, very good today, to step up and deliver as well. And I thought they both did that today. Obviously, it's only pre-season, so we can't judge it as much as anything else. But it was a very good start for them today. And I thought the performance itself was a lot better than it has been in the last 2 games. And you can see the benefit of having those games, having those opportunities to get fitness, get air in their lungs again. And today they weren't playing in that absolute crazy heat that they were playing in the other day. So that helped them as well. What's for brekkie, Mac? Says Angus. Not sure. Should we go Mackies or something like that? That may be on the cards. Shaw wasn't that bad, says Rifat, while a lot more comments say Shaw was poor today. I thought in terms of his final ball, he was very poor today. He lost the ball a few times, which looked bad rather. But he didn't look bad defensively today. I thought he got done a few times in the last game against San Jose, which was a little bit embarrassing. But today he wasn't that bad. So I thought, yeah, I think we're reading too much into it. It's been a long pre-season. so far. He's been playing in every single game. Of course, give him time. He'll get his fitness, and I think he'll do all right. United won't lose one match this season, trust, says Arbot Steve, which is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction from a 1-1 draw against AC Milan, to be fair. I feel like Andres Pereira is playing a little too deep, says Tobias. I don't, mate. He can play there. And we've seen Jose Mourinho select him in that position a number of times as well. So I don't think it's a problem at all with Andres Pereira playing in that position. And that was the second point that I wanted to discuss today. Andres Pereira's performance, I think he's put in some big performances for Manchester United. Obviously, we've brought in Fred, we've kept Fellaini. I felt we've needed a little bit something else in central midfield. And Andres Pereira could be one to offer us that in the central areas. We've seen him play deeper in that number 6 position. We've heard about him talking about his relationship with Carrick and Kieran McKenna and so on. And they can be big influences on his career as he develops at Manchester United. Obviously, so can the manager. And Andres Pereira playing in that midfield area, I thought some of his passes today were fantastic. One of his balls over the top for Alexis Sanchez was great. And I hope he grows in confidence. You've seen his confidence when taking those penalties, the dinks, and he dinked one and he slid one the other way. And I thought he was fantastic throughout the game. I hope he continues with that. I hope he takes it into the season. And I think Andres Pereira is showing possible signs of being a person that starts against Leicester City. I rank him above McTominay. Matic is going to come back soon and you'd expect him to be involved in the next pre-season game, so he's probably going to start that Leicester game. Will Pogba start? I'm not sure because of when he comes back. Herrera possibly. So we could see Matic, Pereira maybe starting in that first game of the season. And Pereira would deserve it based on his pre-season so far. Obviously still a long way to go. Obviously we still got to get players back. And Fred has still got to come back into the mix. But I think Pereira's done very, very well so far. And he's someone that's taken this pre-season opportunity, it seems. And from what he's been saying in the press conferences as well, it's very, very good. So today overall, nothing to get carried away by. But it's a step in the right direction for Manchester United in terms of their pre-season. And in terms of their preparation for the new season. A few players there today. Smalling made a big error for their goal, which I was disappointed about. So did the other defenders. Bay tried to cover, couldn't quite get around. Smalling and Twanzebe fell asleep for their goal. Poor defending, but we see it far too often from Chris Smalling. I don't want him to be playing too much for United this season. I've already gone over that, but we've seen there. Luke Shaw didn't have the best of games today. He's likely to be starting the league season for us. He needs to improve. He needs to show we can rely on him. And then you're going further forward in the team. Ander Herrera, he showed good signs today, but then he also at other times he wasn't great. We need him to get at it. Sanchez, Mata, I thought they were excellent today. My man of the match was Alexis Sanchez. Andres Pereira wasn't far off. Juan Mata wasn't far off as well. He's been involved in both of United's goals. The only 2 goals that we scored on this pre-season tour. Scoring one and setting the other one up. So I thought he played well today as well. And overall it was a decent run out for Manchester United. We've got 2 big games coming up now before we go obviously back to Manchester and then to Germany for that game. Final preparation game against Bayern Munich. But a better day today, and hopefully we can pick up and continue from that. And we also had the entertainment of that penalty shootout too. So not been a bad day for Manchester United in terms of their pre-season preparation. Obviously we had the disappointing news Martial had to leave the camp. It wasn't disappointing news because obviously the reasons behind it were his partner's having a baby, so it's understandable. But we don't need any more setbacks. And when Bailly went down today, I was a little bit worried as well. Thankfully, he got up and carried on. But yeah, United drew 1-1, won on 9-8 on penalties in the end, and it wasn't a bad outing for the Reds. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here now. I need to go get some food and then get some kip as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you keep it locked to AdamMcKola TV, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all of that jazz. For now, I'm out of here.